Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day to all those individuals that like to grow and build their characters regardless of what happened in their childhood. So let's continue from last week. You walk into the house and your wife is sitting there all upset, and you walk over to her and you ask her what's going on. And she's very sad or even crying and says, I'm very, very hurt. You hurt my feelings this morning when you walked out, what you said. And we're going to find out today what to do instead of responding, oh my gosh, you're just so sensitive. Because as we spoke about last week, it doesn't work. Not only doesn't work, it makes it worse. So what can we do instead? So there's two situations. One is that there's no children around, the things are calm, and you are able and capable to talk right now. You're not rushing to do anything else. You need to have that time. So if you are capable, you can have the conversation right away. If there's kids around and we need a privacy and we do need quiet, so then you can look at your wife and say, you know what? Your feelings are important to me. Oh, it's the first time you ever said that to me. There's always a first time. Your feelings are important to me. I need to do A, B, and then let's sit down when I'm able to, because you deserve my time. That's powerful. Instead of saying, I'll talk to you later. Poof, crushed her again. Oh, I'm not important, talk to me later. What, your 2 emails you have to give are more important than me? The children are more important to me? So the first thing, validate. If you're not available, validate how your wife is important to you. And then tell her when you can talk. So that evening or right away, you do the following as calmly as possible, because we're not going to do something that's going to hurt us or our spouses. Because deflection, not 93, 100% will never work for you. And what you do is simply ask questions. Let's start with the first one. What is it that I said that hurt your feelings? Ask the question, find out what she's going to say. Now here comes the problem. What happens if what you said is true? So I didn't prepare an example, so let's do it right now. Let's do the first one that's going to pop up. The house is always messy and it really bothers me. You're a man that works hard, and let's say in your personal situation, your wife doesn't work, because you're not allowed to tell her if she works, and apparently she has 6 hours for herself when the kids are in school. So in your mind, you're going to tell her, you know what, it really bothers me that the house is so messy. So in your mind, you asked her a question, she told you, but now you're stuck. It's true. What should I tell her? I'm happy when the house is a mess and the counters are sticky and everything is all over the place and I can't find anything. And that's the reason why I go to work 9 to 15 hours a day, so I could come home to a wife that doesn't work and just swipes the credit card and has all the excuses. What, am I going to lie? There's a way to do it without hurting people's feelings. Not because I want you to be nice to your wife. I want you to be nice to you as well. So your wife just told you the words you said that hurt her feelings. That is that I was criticized. No one wants to be criticized. If you don't believe me, read the book. The book of Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a whole book. How even when people are wrong, they don't want to be criticized. So your wife happens to be normal, even though you're right as well. So what do? What do you do? It bothers you, it irks you, not only at home, but in work. And you tried everything and the house is still a mess. I like that example because it happens to so many people now. Lord, thank you for giving me that example. So join me next week and we're going to get to something practical, because we're halfway there. Instead of doing deflecting, what we learned today is we're going to go, number 1, get a good time. And a good time means when there's no one around, you can have a discussion. Number 2, be respectful instead of being deflective, which is which is not respectful. And then ask her simply, what is it that I said that hurt your feelings? Because sometimes we think it's one thing, but really it's something else. Happened to me many times where I ask people, so what is it that hurt your feelings? They tell me that. They go, oh, sometimes I didn't even realize I said it. Sometimes I would think that's the last thing that would hurt the feelings. Join me next week and we'll finish up the conversation of how to approach this truth that the house is an absolute mess, and you know your wife has 6 hours and dinner time is just, she puts in an hour and a half, so there's still more time, and of course she has to eat, but she still has 3 hours. And sometimes you come back by the end of the day and the house looks even messier than when you left this morning, and there's no children, they were all in school. This is going to be fun, but till then, always remember, you are greater than you think you are. I don't think I've ever said this before, but I'll say it now. Life is complex. Life is complex. Relationships are complex, but there is a manual. Join me next week and we'll finish up the conversation. But till then, please remember, you are greater than you think you are.